Hi. What a beautiful day this has been. I got to sleep last night, which was a really big deal. And I got to get up and take a shower and put myself together. So it's been a really big deal and really great. And I have a lot of empty hangers now. So excited to get my new stuff in. Thank you. But I've been working all morning with my team and hey, and getting some things out, and I was just thinking about, things that really matter and what really matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, are there legging emergencies? Really? No, there really aren't. If you got your leggings one day later than you expected, it doesn't matter, like, to your whole life grand scheme, And I'm sitting here and I'm working, and I hear upstairs Jeff reading books to my kids. And I think, wow, you know what really matters so much? What really matters so much is family and the relationships that we build through, working our LuLaRoe business, or just having our friendships and our relationships, and having memories built. And so then listening to Jeff read to my kids, something that if it were me here with my kids by myself, I was busy working with my team, and my kids would be doing an independent craft or watching a movie or something of that nature. Now that I've been able to bring Jeff home, they're getting to interact with him more than they ever have. And that is only that is only a part of how incredible it is to have him here. I was really, really, really thinking and trying to think about memories that I have. My mom worked so hard. There are 5 kids in our family, and she worked so hard. And to us then, it may have seemed like she wasn't around, like she wasn't there. But she didn't have a choice. Like, she had to work. There were 5 children in my family, and she had to feed them. And I think that now, seeing a lot of my mom and me, I work a lot. And I do that by choice because I have a family to feed. I have people to take care of. And thinking back on my memories of my childhood and my family, I remembered things like this. My dad, one day, came home from work. He worked at an insurance agency, and I'm talking when I was in kindergarten. He came home from work one day, and he brought a deck of cards called Old Maid. And he said, "Sweet Pea, do you want to play cards with me?" And I said, "Yes, of course I want to play cards with you. You're my dad, And we laughed so much that I am going to be 28 years old, and I am still thinking of that time when we played Old Maid together. Even up into college, my parents would say, "Hey, do you want to come over? We're going to play some games and hang out together and things." And of course, here I am. I'm in college. I've got 100 things going on and working full time. And we went and we played Liar's Dice. It was just some game. It said Pirates of the Caribbean on it. Probably totally for young kids, but we played that as a family with my little brother and my mom and dad and I. And we seriously, completely never got chances to do things like this when I was younger because we were always working and busy and everything was busy and busy and busy and busy. And I'm going to encourage all of you today, whether you are selling LuLaRoe or in LuLaRoe business or a customer of LuLaRoe or whatever, I'm really going to challenge you to spend that time with your family. Take that minute with your family. Because those kids who you think aren't listening and aren't seeing what you're doing, that you think sitting down at dinner with them or playing board games with them, you think that's not important to them, it is so important. It is the most important thing that they know that you're present and that you are there for them all the time. And I always knew my parents were there for me. That was never a question. I was never concerned about that. But I know that my mom, looking back 100%, would have left her job at 6 o'clock every night and came home and sacrificed having that extra income if she knew the effect that it was going to have on us later in life. And she's an amazing woman for that. And as I work, I think about that stuff a lot. And I think about my team, and I don't want my team to get, bogged down and overwhelmed. Time management is such an important part of everyone's daily life. And the best advice for a newbie, this is an interesting question. The best advice I have for someone new in LuLaRoe or new in having a schedule for your family is to have business hours. And I learned this from Amelia Lyon. Amelia is the daughter of Deanne Stidham, and she teaches us a class on time management. And having set business hours and set family time is the most important thing. I set time for your friends. My friends right now are like, "Where'd you go?" And I don't want that for them. I now have a team that I'm able to delegate, and they're able to help me do so much, and that is such a blessing. And I don't know why I'm sitting here working, and I hear Jeff reading upstairs, and I think there's someone else out there who needs to hear this, and not tonight, and not when I'm busy and bogged down, but they need to hear this, and they need to hear it right now. And just get out there and make those memories and understand in your heart, find your priorities and understand what is truly the most important. Truly, what is the most important thing? We sat down together as a family and had breakfast this morning. We are going to have lunch here in a minute. We're going to have a family dinner. My phone goes on airplane mode. In fact, my phone is dead right now. My phone's been dead for 2 days because I can't figure out how to charge the dang thing. But that's okay, because I'm on my computer. When I walk away from my computer, I walk away, and that's okay. And I think it's really, really important. And I think it's really important that everyone understand that there's going to be a day when you can look back and think, man, I wish I would have this, I wish I would have put my phone in airplane mode and been present during that vacation that I was supposed to be vacationing, but instead I was tied up in technology. I wish I would have put my phone in airplane mode when my husband and I went out to dinner and said, "I'm so sorry, honey, it's just one more thing. My team, they just have a question. They just have one more question." No. It's important to be present in your life and actually be present in your life. Being a stay-at-home mom with your children does not make you present in their life. You can be staying at home with them all day, watching Me, on Periscope, for example, at night, I try to Periscope at night after kids are in bed because I don't want that taken away from people being present with their families and present in their lives. And if you are not being present with your kids, I mean, I went through a time when I was not being present, and I knew that in my heart. I was like, I am not being present right now, because if this sounds like you, hey mom, come watch TV with me. Hey mom, read a book to me. Hey mom. Can you not see that I am busy? I am working. Can you see that I am working? I am working. Really? Really? That person who has tiny little holes in their leggings because it's the garment industry and that happens, cannot wait for 2 minutes when you stop and read a story to your baby. If that person cannot wait for you, then that person is not a customer that you want to have anyways. My customers, I'm able to say this. Hey, my son just asked me to read him a book. So as soon as I'm done reading that book to him, I am going to ship those leggings to you. And that's how I run my business, with lots of love and lots of honesty. And I do wish for everyone that you're able to take something from this, because no one is ever going to say to you, I cannot believe you read a book to your son instead of shipping my leggings immediately. And if they do, that's on them. That's on them. And it's fun and it's addicting to do this and hang and play and like play with LuLaRoe and build outfits and, dig in and be with your team and do this and do that. But your family is really important. So I really, really, really bad just wanted to share this with you guys. It just kind of jumped into my heart. And I thought, what better time than the present? So I want you guys to think about what's really important in your life. I want you to, even if that, involves making a list of your priorities. Sometimes we have so much going on, like with me, especially, and everything that goes on with me, with my brain and stuff. I literally have to make a list that is like, these are my priorities. This is my priorities. These are my dreams. These are my goals. This is LuLaRoe is a car that is getting me to be able to have that family time and to have that financial freedom. And I am not going to take advantage of that. So you have to find a balance, make a list, and do it. You just got to do it. Yes, always write something, visualize it. It makes it amazing. So I hope this helped some of you guys to just kind of think about it. There should never be a time when you're just like, I'm just so busy. Like, I know I can't stop and read a book. I'm busy. Like, I remember being a little girl and hearing those words. I'm just so busy right now. And they didn't mean it with bad intentions. They weren't trying to hurt my feelings or break my heart. My son, I've always taught him to say his words. Say your words, what you're feeling. And a few days ago, I was upstairs. I had just gotten off of one webinar. I was jumping into another webinar. And he said, can we watch a family movie? And I said, honey, I don't have time to watch it right now, but we'll watch it later. And he said, you promise we'll watch it later? Because you said that yesterday. And that broke my heart. So what he said to me, that broke his heart. So consider the effect that you're leaving. Consider that. It's the truth. Consider it. Because the last thing I'd ever want to do is break my child's heart. Because he's so important to me. Rex is 4 years old and Liv is 2 years old. So, from one mom and business owner to wife, busy friend to another. Give them present time. Even if you spend, 3 solid hours on your business every day, you're going to be successful. 3 solid hours. That means no things to click on and read and view. 3 solid hours focusing on your business. 3 solid hours a day. You will be successful. If you consider the present time spending with your kids. If you have every night between this time and this time, all we do is hang out with each other. There's no technology. We go and do fun things and get out of the house and go on a walk or what have you. That is going to be remembered for the rest of their life. It is. So, and with that, I have a family movie to go watch. And I'm so grateful that LuLaRoe has given me the opportunity that I can go right now at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and watch a movie with my family. So I love you guys very much. If I didn't, I wouldn't share my heart with you. So take this to your family, take this to your husbands and your spouses and everything, and just make time, guys. Make time for your family and the people who matter, okay?